Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my reaction channel. My name is Teddy90 and today we're going to be reacting to the 6 coworkers you'll have at your job by College Humor. We're doing something slightly different today. I came up with my recommended and I like some College Humor videos, so I figured I'd do it. And I might have an interesting perspective of the different jobs I've worked, so we'll see if I have any of the similarities in the video, or if they're all just kind of made up stereotypes or whatever. We'll see. We'll see as we go along. Go subscribe to College Humor. I think they're dead now. That's another reason why I'm watching this. I think that, like, College Humor is legitimately, like, dead. Like, I think they got shut down or bankrupted or something like that. Let's see. I think... Oh, no, they're still making stuff. I thought they died. Oh. I legitimately thought they died. Let me look that up. College Humor. Didn't you have, like, massive layoffs? Yeah, with massive layoffs. Did it shut down? No, okay. It was formerly hosted, then... Okay, so they got their funding pulled and were forced to basically shut down. So now they're at, like, a bare minimum staff. Okay, so they're still going around. Okay, that makes watching their videos even more important. Because I do like College Humor, and they don't deserve to go completely out of business because somebody decided to cut their funding. But yeah. Let's go in, go support them and everything else like that. They do produce good content. They produce a lot of dumb content, but they've been around pretty much since the start of YouTube, so... Alright, let's go. And obviously this is going to be different than my usual spiel. It's probably going to be a shorter video, depending on the similarities.
This is you. These are your friends and family, the people who matter, who love you, who make life worth living. And these are the people you spend all your time with.
Oh, I don't know, maybe because your credit's garbage.
True. Very true.
You're like Jim and Pam. Yeah, let's pretend that's the perfect example of a workplace romance.
Oh, okay, well at least your ears work better than your dick.
One night, you finally work up the courage. Remember when you saw Thor: The Dark World on a plane and thought it was your favorite movie for months until you watched it at home and realized you didn't love it? Yeah, you'll be taking the long way to the break room for a few weeks.
It hasn't happened to me yet, but... Yeah. I mean, I've definitely heard of office romances. I don't currently work anywhere because pandemic. But I worked in retail as an assistant manager for a while. So it wasn't really office romance. I used to work in a museum, like an assistant to a museum, but there was such a short staff there that there's also no particular romance. But I have heard of office romance stereotypes, so that type of thing does happen.
Drunken mistakes aren't the only office hazard. There isn't just one species of creep, there's a whole spectrum, and your local variety may differ by climate, available prey, and proximity of J.Crew outlets.
You free Friday night? Because my dad's got an open tab at the yacht club. Please, a dame only gets paid less if she can't keep up with the men around her, or if she's ugly.
You know, Janice carries a lot of tension in her shoulders, too. I think it's her tits.
I haven't run into creepy coworkers. I've ran into creepy customers. Creepy customers are the worst. Like, I'll be working with, that doesn't matter with the fake name. I'll be working with Stephanie, one of my coworkers, my boss, actually. And it'll be like, we'll be working, just doing our thing, and, like, coworkers will come in and hit on her, and she's, like, 28 and married, and it's like, I would look over and be like, what the actual fuck is going on right now? Like, so it's less coworkers, because coworkers can get written up and things like that, but it definitely, I've definitely seen it with customers and things like that, where they're just, like, creepy, but also not just creepy in that way. Like, there's been a lot of people that were either drunk or high or whatever that come in, and it would be like they're like wandering around the store, like trying to like look at knives and shit, and it's like, no, you're obviously out of your rocker. So yeah, creepiness is something you deal with in day-to-day life. I'm not sure. I've never worked in a true office environment, but I'm sure it's probably even worse there since you're stuck together with a bunch of people, and it's probably a bit harder to fire.
Right when you're wondering if you can still call yourself a recent college graduate, he shows up. Who is this guy? His diet would put you in a coma, yet he still seems to have endless energy.
Oh, hey.
What'd you do last night? Nothing too crazy. Shots at beauty bar, then dance till 2 a.m. and called it early night. You?
I watched Shark Tank, then went to bed.
The worst part is, if you see him like that, how does he see you?
See ya.
I miss the 90s.
Maybe you should work harder. Maybe you need to be like...
I was that new guy who would come in hungover as hell and be like, "Sup, Stephanie?" And she's like, "What'd you get up to last night?" I'm like, "Well, I was out dancing till like 3 in the morning, Vancouver. Drove back, or like woke up at like 7 in the morning. Had to find my car in some fucking parking area in downtown, and be like, well, guess I need to drive back after about 3 hours of sleep." That was me. But I definitely didn't view anybody as the old people. It was, I was definitely the young. I wasn't the youngest. I just acted the youngest. There were people younger than me. I just acted the youngest because, I mean, if you're gonna party, party. That's definitely my view.
He thinks the word...
Back in the before time, back in the good old days when we were actually allowed to leave our house and go have fun. Yeah. Good times. I miss my environmental partying crew. They were fun.
Machiavellian is a compliment.
To the men's room!
He's not content to just work. He wants to rule.
My lord, these expense reports from Cynthia and marketing, do they not seem embroidered? Perhaps I should be the one to go to the kingdom of Fila Delphia for the sales conference in her stead. I promise I will secure the favor of House Tampax.
Of course, ambition is a double-edged sword. And so is this.
I thought the sales rep really liked me. Please don't take my fucking spot.
Douche. Well,
Never really dealt with anybody that pretentious. Everybody that I worked with was basically resigned to the fact that, at least when I worked in retail, that like upper management was utterly stupid and everything we did was completely meaningless. So no one took the job seriously. And when I worked in the museum, we knew the upper management was stupid, and we knew that they didn't care about us at all, and we knew that they only wanted 4 or 5 different exhibits every like 3 years. So all of our job was just intaking stuff, taking pictures of it, being like, they're never going to use this. Like, that's never getting touched. They only want this thing 4 or 5 things that they put on rotation in the main museum. Since we were in the archives, I was an archivist assistant, so we were like archiving all the different stuff people would bring in, and then like they're not going to use this shit. Like we knew upper management only had like a certain amount of things they cared about, so we kept that stuff nice, and everything else was, eh. So, never really had to deal with any ambition, because all the places I've been, it was like, there was a ceiling, and you're not going to get past it no matter how hard you worked. It was, yeah, so never had to deal with that.
Please don't take my fucking spot.
douche. Well, back to 40 years of hard labor.
Not everybody considers this job an opportunity. For some, it's a life sentence.
Only nabbed me after college. I was driving back from my 6th Burning Man, and I needed the money, man. Ugh, worst mistake of my life.
She spends all her time talking about what she's going to do when she finally gets out of this place.
You know what would be fun? A private plane orgy, you know? Like in The Wolf of Wall Street?
The irony is, when prisoners do finally get their freedom, they usually have no idea what to do with it.
Hi, yes. Do you still rent the planes with the rotating bed?
Well, most of them anyway.
Quick question. Is cocaine legal yet? Oh, what a shame.
You're different.
Prisoner is, yeah, that is what everybody I've worked with has been. Whereas like this fucking sucks. No one cares. Stephanie was definitely a bit more of a spitfire, because she had desire to rise up, but she knew the company wasn't going to get her anywhere. But yeah, Prisoner is the one I've worked with the most, where it's like, fuck this place, who cares? Let's go smoke weed on the break. We're all in our mid-20s, and it's like, who cares? This place doesn't matter. Good times, good times. Or back when I worked at the museum, we would do like rolly chair races, like, because like the archive was like this massive. It was like 1.5 school gymnasiums, pretty much. Like, it was like this big fuck off place. And like there were like these long empty hallways with like shelves going up to the roofs where we would put all the different artifacts, and we would just like race on wheelie chairs down it. Like we would like one of us would push the other person down the hallway, and we'd just be go spinning down it. Good times. Somebody also at one point brought in a candy cotton machine, and we would spin that up, make cotton candy. It was supposedly artifact, but we just used it as a cotton candy machine. And then somebody else, this was like 2-3 weeks before I ended up leaving, somebody brought in a popcorn maker, and we ended up making popcorn. And this was not just me and the assistants, this was me, the archivist, and the assistants. None of us took the job seriously, because like we could get the job done in like an hour, because the amount of stuff that came in was basically non-existent. So we would just fuck around for the rest of the time because there was nothing else to do. And we knew the higher-ups only wanted a certain amount of things, like, ready to go. Everything else was so much more garbage to them. So we just didn't take it seriously. It was a lot of fun.
No. You want to enjoy your job, but you don't want to let it define you.
Now tell me more about this Snapchat.
You want to like the people you work with, but some distance is nice too.
The color purple, and I mean the actual color purple, not the one with Oprah.
The key is balance. You decide. Work and life. Personal and professional. If you're careful, you'll make it out of here without any type at all.
You ever notice how she just stares? Like she's hearing voices or something?
Yeah, total weirdo.
Wait, no!
True. If there isn't a workplace weirdo, it's typically you. Granted, everyone's a weirdo in different ways. But that's true in like social situations, things like that. If you don't know who the weirdo is, like if you're in a college class, you're probably the weirdo. Alright.
Hi, I'm Emily from College Humor. Did you like that video? Cool, then click here for more videos, or click here to unlock secret features, like College Humor videos showing up in your YouTube feed, or being subscribed to College Humor, or turning that red subscribe button into a gray subscribed button. Wow.
Oh, sorry about the sneeze there. That was fun. I like little jokey videos like that. I like little weird jokey videos like that. It's good fun. I do like the CEO videos as well. Unfortunately, I've watched them all a couple times on repeat, so I'm not going to go watch those. Yeah, if you like this video, go like, go subscribe, and everything else like that to College Humor. They deserve all the love, happiness, and everything else like that. If you like my ramblings, I guess, go like and subscribe to me. Leave comments on what you want me to do next. Apart from that, I'm probably going to produce a couple more videos today. Probably an ERB, as you can see up there. And goodbye. Bye. Love you.